McGraw-Hill Professional presents The Knowledge Work Factory, turning the productivity paradox into value for your business. Written by William F. Heitman. Narrated by Michael Anthony. Introduction. Just another day at the office. The following story might sound familiar. The details won't be. Like all the illustrative examples in this book, it's a composite, but most of today's business people will relate to the general theme. There's a reason I want to start this journey with a simple story about good people dealing with avoidable problems. I'll explain in a minute. But for now, let's consider the story of Josh and his attempt to write something as seemingly simple as a management report for call center operations. Josh is a smart guy. He's got an MBA from a top school. He's the very picture of the modern knowledge worker, or white-collar worker, in somewhat older parlance. And when this story unfolds, he is an important player in the finance group of one of the world's leading consumer packaged goods producers. It's 9 a.m. on a Friday, and the phone buzzes in Josh's office. The CFO is calling. "Morning, Josh," she says pleasantly, but Josh already knows the drill. The politeness barely masks the hair-on-fire urgency of her call. "Morning, Jill," replies Josh, looking dolefully at the little framed photos of his wife and kids on his desk. And sure enough, the drop-everything request that Josh expected shoots forth from the other end of the line. It practically burns Josh's ear as he hears it. "Cost of inbound call servicing, last 6 quarters, sorted by major cause, but by regional center, yup, got it," he says frantically, jotting notes and forcing cheerfulness when he wants to scream. "Didn't I just do this last month? And what about all the other urgent reports I needed to get done by the end of day today?" This scenario is common among knowledge workers, and it's only going to get worse. But as this story unfolds and the urgent requests cascade further through this organization, ask yourself, what is the cause? Why is this happening? Is it avoidable? That's what this book is about. What goes wrong in today's knowledge work operations? Why these problems occur? How much business value they squander? And most importantly, what can be done to prevent these drains on business value from happening in the first place? The Data Dude. Marching orders in hand, Josh had his work cut out for him. But he did have some salvation in the form of Alex, one of his top analysts. Alex was sort of the anti-Josh, a physics undergrad who aced his master's degree in information technology. Alex was one of these chill dude types with the man bun, the man cave, and his online gaming buddies. Working late on a Friday wouldn't faze him. He'd just join his pals later, since they were spread across multiple time zones all over the world. It was just a normal day for Alex. I'd said that Alex was an analyst. While that's technically true, it's misleading. Alex proudly identified himself as Josh's CDW, or Chief Data Wrangler. He's been with the company for 4 years now. He joined straight out of grad school and didn't care about the business. He looked at his job from more of a hacker-gamer perspective. Crazy requests, like the one Josh just handed him, were his specialty. They appealed to his almost innate ability to dumpster dive through the company's disorganized mess of databases to tease out the information he needed. It was a challenge to him. No one ever trained Alex. He figured it out himself, with the help of the other data wranglers at the company, who exchanged tips and tricks over coffee like a little hacker collective. Did they write any of this down? Did they document any of this vital information? Of course not. But as we'll see throughout this book, that's business as usual for today's knowledge work organizations. Alex on a mission. Alex knew how to find the information that Josh desperately needed because Jill, the CFO, desperately needed it, because Dave, the COO, desperately needed it, and because, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. What did Alex know that Josh didn't know? A lot. He'd been in these weeds before. He knew that only 20% of the call center's data
Sample complete. Ready to continue?